Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers. As you can see, the rover's been upgraded a little bit. I took some of the oil sand that I went and got and made some rubber. So I've upgraded the wheels and it gets around pretty good. It's still a little bit rough on the bad terrain, but it definitely is better than it was with these big old tires on it. So it's almost like a little monster truck now. It's a lot of fun. And I've taken it over and I got a full load of bauxite from the aluminum area. You can see I've got 3 of the medium cargo containers on it. It's so tall now, even with the wheels lowered, that I couldn't connect. So I added a ramp here so I can back into the ramp and actually hook up and charge. But today, in this video, we're going to work on the base, the real base. So this was just kind of to get production up. I've added some screens. So Izzy's inventory management script has the auto crafting option. So you make an LCD and set it up, and then you can say how much of each component you want. So you can see here, it wants to craft 7 more advanced computers, but I'm actually out of gold, so I can't make any more gold wire. So gold wire, you can see it wants to make 39 more. We've only got 1. So we're out of gold. We're also out of titanium. I had just enough to make a decoy up there on the hill, because it takes armor plate, which requires titanium. I don't remember where I got the titanium. It must have been from grinding down that drone. I don't recall mining any titanium, but I had enough to make 1 decoy. So I've got this set up so it'll maintain specific levels of just about everything. And that makes it a lot easier. You can always have stuff on hand. Also did like a little inventory screen here. This is another feature of Izzy's inventory management script. Highly recommended. You can find that on the Steam Workshop, and there's a link in the mod list. So you can see, I'm not sure why armored plate's showing up as an ore, but that's probably just an industrial overhaul thing. So we've got a ton of iron. Actually, not a ton of iron. Is that not... Why isn't that processed? I'll have to look into that. I did have a bunch of iron. It looks like it's turned that into ingots. So we've got 258,000 ingots, so we're good on iron. We've got some ice, a ton of organics. I've drilled out a little bit more here because I needed the gravel to make food, actually. And that's actually running... I want that to be off. I want that to be our standby emergency supply. We should be getting all our power from down there. That should be plenty of power. So today we're going to work on the actual base. So I've kind of started planning it out. And the idea is this will be a garage entrance where I can drive in. Then there'll be a living quarters on this floor. We'll have a roof over it. And then the rest of it's going to be down. So I'm going to drill out a bunch here. So in today's video, we're going to build the drilling apparatus and get that started. So that's kind of the plan. This is kind of the rough footprint here. What we're going to do, and I'm going to drill down. I'm not sure yet. I'll probably be drilling manually, at least at the start. I know there's scripts out there that will drill like a square, you know, with if you set up the right pistons and rotors and stuff, it'll programmatically go through and drill out an area, but I couldn't find one. I know they're out there, there's so much stuff on the Steam Workshop. Sometimes it's hard to find what you're actually looking for. But at any rate, I want to come out a ways. Don't remember how. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I need to come out. The 6th block will be the middle, so we need 5 tubes. And then a conveyor junction. The way I'm planning on doing this is putting down catwalk. Turn that around. So it's going to be a little bit convoluted to get out here, but you have to be up off the block a little bit. Ooh, don't fall off. To be able to put it on there. So we'll just kind of walk our way out. So that's 2. And then hopefully I don't fall off here. Three, we need two more, and then we'll do a conveyor junction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need a conveyor junction. That will be the top of our drilling rig. So I'm going to make that an end piece. So catwalk will let us walk out here easily and hopefully not fall off. We'll see. So now I need to weld that up. Let me just make sure that looks right. That should be in the middle. I'm going to build like a rotor on there and have some kind of round drill set up to go. So let me get that welded up, and then we'll figure out the rest of the drill. I've got the conveyor system welded up. Now I'm just putting down some temporary scaffolding here to try to get the rest of the drill built up. There we go. So I think I want a piston hanging off here. Now I wonder, did I used to have a pack. Yeah, so I think it's this one. Piston fits in a 12.5 meter long space and extend to 35 meters. Yeah, so I want this piston. So let's throw that on number 9. We need it to go that direction. There we go. And then we'll put a rotor on the bottom of that. That will go pretty deep. I'm wondering though. I want 2 stages. That's going to get us pretty deep, but I'd have to dig out a lot more. Yeah, I'm thinking I should have redone this a different way. So I could have a top stage as well. Yep, I'm going to redo it. I'll be right back. This welded up. So I'm going to have a standard piston. Top piston. All right, that one's built. That's built. And then we'll get the larger piston hanging off of there. And then I can raise this piston and build the drill thing, and then this will lower, and then the other pistons will extend. So it just gives us a little extra height. So I think I can get rid of this now, but I need to weld up that conveyor junction down here. Missed that somehow. I'll add that to the build planner. A lot of running around. This is just a mass of unfinished blocks, but it'll be a base someday. And I'm going to make it more than just a box. We'll add some decorative pieces to it so it's not too incredibly boring. Alright, so now I want the big boy on there. Like so. Build planner is empty, so put that on there, and then I need a top piston part. Which I don't think actually is on the list. I have to get it somehow. Sky Factory approaching down. This is yeah, there's a lot of things going over to that fortress tower, I think. We'll have to deal with that someday. Hopefully they leave me alone. We can all profit from this planet. There's a lot of resources to go around. There we go. Giant piston complete. Now, can I get... There we go. A little sneaky. Alright, top piston part. So 5 steel plates, 8 large tubes. Let's go back and grab those. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I keep hitting the wrong button. You'd think I'd never played this game before. So with the auto crafting, I can just pull parts out and it'll replace the stock. So you don't constantly have to add things to the build planner. Unless it's stuff you just don't keep in stock. More exotic stuff. There we go. Now, can I get 2 of those? Do I want 2 of those? That'd be a lot. Maybe I want 2 of those. I'm going to leave that scaffolding there. Let's run down here. Oh, really? I'm out of steel plate. I sure am. Steel plate. There we go. You always want to have steel plate on you. Alright, so that's the middle. So I can't place that because I'm technically standing on it, but if you jump, you time it just right, you can place it while you're midair. Alright, so if I slap another one of these on, then if I raise that piston 10 meters, in theory I'll be able to get the drill stuff on. I might have to drill out a little bit of the ground to get the drilling started. That'll let us go like 70 meters underground, which should be just about enough. So I'm going to start setting up these part names. I'm going to call them base drill at the beginning, so they'll all be together. Yep. It's a little tricky with the build vision. Open chat to continue. There we go. I can't paste in there. Alright, fine. Close that, and then this will be the second piston. Excellent. Close that, and then this guy. We'll just send up to his top. Then I'm going to want some extra steel plates. And some extra pipes for the piston part. Then we're going to run back over here. This welded up. There we go. Can't quite reach that. Oh, so close. Oops. Now we have an extra block down there I need to get rid of. There we go. All right, and then on there, I'm going to want an advanced rotor. Can't reach that. Let's grind this before I forget. Let's see, we want an advanced rotor. Nope. Advanced rotor part. And we pulled all those out. And I messed up my toolbar. Grinder goes back there. There we go. So you can hear it start making stuff because I withdrew these components. So the auto crafting is going to kick in. Should have left this here. Hopefully this is tall enough we can get a drill on it. Lovely. Yeah, that should be tall enough. So let's get a drill on there. Want that pointing down. That'll do a lot better job drilling. And then I mean, that's a lot of drills. Kind of thinking of doing what I did with the other one and spacing them out. With a tube. And then I put like one here. Except I want to grind off that cube. So something like that, but then I need one there as well, just to pick it, to fill in the gaps. I don't know if that'll make it enough off balance that it's going to matter or not. I noticed it was leaving a little bit of stuff. Let's try it and we'll see what happens. All right, let me get out of here. Oh, I'm getting a little low on energy. Oops, that was the drill. I want to get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then our build planner is empty. So we need 5, 6, we need 7 drills. Not sure I have that many parts in stock, so I'll probably queue those up. Yeah, man. Falling all over the place. While I'm thinking about it. Get some food down our gullet. So shift. Sound like it exploded. Then I got a bunch of welding to do. Also got the tubes I need to get welded up. So let me get this all welded up and get the pistons set up, and we'll see if we can get some drilling going. I've got it mostly welded up. It's still missing some steel plates on the drills, but I've got a little control panel here. I'm going to get that set up to control some of this stuff. So I think that the first thing we want is we need to get the drills grouped. So I just called them all base drills. So we'll call this base drills. There we go. So I'm going to put that on button 1. We have base drills on off. So that will toggle. Those are all good. I need to get the share inertia thingy set up. So if I look for base drill, we'll get all this stuff. We're going to go for equalize virtual masses of connected grids. So basically we want this turned on for all these pistons. And it's on for the rotor. Strings? No. So it literally looks for all those words because I've got drill piston base, which is the other drill over there, which I can get rid of. So that won't be a problem. All right, turn those on. Now it's a lot more stable. I'm not sure that drill's in the right position, actually, now that I think about it. I think I would need to come out one and then have it there. Oops. Well, we can see how it does. But I want to set up the rotor. Base drill, advanced rotor. There we go. And I'm going to say rotor lock. And the velocity, I think I want it to go clockwise, which I think it needs to be negative. We'll double check that. I'm going to set it pretty slow at first. And then this is going to be all blocks. It's going to be base drill, advanced rotor. And it's going to be rotor lock on off. And there goes my phone. Yeah, so that'll go clockwise. I want it to be even slower than that, though. Base drill. So let's try point. Oops. 025. I want it to go really slow at first and try to. I don't know if it'll chew through this stuff or not. It's going slow enough. If it goes super slow, it may catch over here. I may have to grind out this other row. In fact, I'm pretty sure I will. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Had this here just for walking purposes. Oops. There we go. So the question is, when it gets over here, I might have to hand drill some of this out. We shall see. Probably speed that up a little bit. I thought maybe it was going too fast. That in there. There should be plenty of room clearance in the corner. So if we run back over here to the control stand. Base drill, advanced rotor. crank that back up. So I'll see how that does. And this is piped back over to the main storage, so we're going to get a ton of organics and then stone. A little bit of ice. There is an ice layer in the ground. And then eventually a ton of iron and then stone again as we go down. But the idea is this will make a giant cylinder that we can build in. And we'll have a stairwell at some point. This will get the initial excavation done, though. Slowly but surely. And we'll see how it goes from there. That might provide enough coverage. I just didn't want a little gap left. So when I did that other drill over there, I had that spacing and it would leave little slivers sometimes. So I slapped a drill like that on it. This has the extra extension. So that's what this drill is supposed to do. I think its area of influence is big enough it should get any slivers that it would leave going around. But we might not have to do any hand digging. Actually, I may want to... Do I want to come out further? I could almost put another drill right there on the end. Might end up doing that. And I might have to go slower if I put another drill and come back around. That's doing okay, it looks like. For that depth, but this is going to be even higher over here. The danger is if the ground is above the drill's cut area, and you can end up running into the terrain. And that does unhappy things to the physics. But anywho, this project, I'm going to call that a success. We'll be doing a bunch of excavating. And then we'll be building on the base. In the meantime, I need to get a bunch of concrete made. And a bunch of girders. And start welding. I don't know if I want to do a little welding ship. I've got an idea for a little ship that could go over... I want to maybe try automated drones. Flying drones to like go build a little bauxite mine. And then the drone would fly over to the bauxite mine. Come back over here and deliver bauxite. I've used that script a little bit in the past. In testing. I'll have to see where it's at. It's been a couple years since I tried it. There are scripts that can let you do stuff like that. I don't know how successful it would be. But I'm interested in finding out. Wow, for the first time in a long time, there's no ships in the sky. Crazy. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. I'm going to let this thing drill, and we can do some building. Thanks again for watching, and take care.